How did you feel Queensland handled that today? It's obviously a big assignment.
Sorry, it's obviously what? Sorry?
A big assignment.
Yeah. Obviously, they jumped out with that lead, and that's the second time in a couple of weeks where the lead's been put on us, and we haven't fallen to pieces. We sort of worked hard. It was one-way traffic for a while there, and the guys worked away, and some opportunities started to come later in that half, and throughout the second half it sort of went back and forth. So you're playing the Crusaders, who they've been they were the champions from last year, and they're sort of the front runners. I guess there's some learnings for us tonight, but there's a lot of positives. Our defence, we worked hard. The conditioning we have to do that, but when we have that ball, having time with that footy is a big one. Sometimes it felt like we got opportunities with the ball and we sort of turned it straight back over. If you can have time with that football, things can happen. I think we show that we have some talent across the park that can make some things happen, some structure there. So yes, it's disappointing, the loss. Hats off to Crusaders. They got that win.
Why do you think the guys are so eager to kick, or like you said, give it away so early when you got the ball back? Because obviously that's not the game plan, I guess.
I think we're kicking. There was some really good kicking. It's just around the quality of your kicking. If you have a contestable and it's in that range, you can compete, put pressure on. But if there's not the accuracy there, it hurts you. So I think finding that balance. Sometimes you move through the hands, back yourself. Sometimes you can overplay in your own half, and you can be in all sorts of trouble as well. So there's a balance there. And, the guys have been working hard in that area. It hasn't been a strength for us. If you watched us in past years, it's something that we've been putting work in, and that'll be an ongoing work on, along with a lot of stuff.
Brad, have you got a read on how Jordy Pataya's ankle is at this stage? What they're saying damage might be?
Not really. Possibly an ankle injury, some form of injury there. So you just find out when they get that all checked up. He looked a bit ginger though, so it wasn't great losing him early.
Consider him long odds to play next week.
No, what do I know? He just looked a bit ginger. Then he came off. So great young talent. It was just a disappointing night for him.
Did it right, like you said, you kind of dealt with that pretty well though. Like it was early on, things weren't going well.
Yeah, well,
then you kind of solid, got a bit more solid after that.
Yeah, well, Samu does an amazing job. He's a guy who can play 12 or 13. He plays at test level at 13. He's been playing 12 for us. So he just moved across, and Duncan came on and did a great job. And you do have momentum in the game, and the Crusaders were, like I said, they got a couple of tries in a row there, and they were sort of dictating the game. But if you can sort of hang in there, D worked really hard. Peter Ryan's done a great job there, and some stuff started to come along. I don't necessarily think it's because Jordan went off or was on or whatever. It was just the guys stayed in the fight. They didn't, they're there to play 80 minutes, and yeah, I'm sort of proud of them around that.
Rice has sort of been first receiver a lot. Is that you going to do that a fair bit this year, do you think? Or?
Yeah, well, he's a guy who's played 10 in the past and fullback, and he's an outstanding player. Samu wants to talk more about him, but he's got, we don't want to talk about being young or whatever, but he's in his mid-20s. He's a mature guy in this team, and he's got a really good voice, real student of the game, and he's been fantastic. Absolute quality guy. First thing when I talked to Daryl Gibson about him was just, Daryl said the first thing is how good a bloke he is. So yeah, he's often stands in there, and Hamish plays as a second playmaker in different times and mix and match. So yeah.
Samu, how reflective is it the way you want to play for the Reds just before half time there, instead of taking the 3 points to go for a touch and turning that into 7 points? Is that the way you want to play it?
Yeah, we thought about it. Spoke to Bryce, thought about 3 points, but the forwards are like, let's go, and like that's the confidence I have in them. Every time we get down to that part, we want to execute and get points away. So if it's 3, if it's 5, or if it's 7, I back the forwards to do their job. They work hard with Thorny. You see it throughout the week. So when you get down there, we just got to be real clinical, get the detail right, and we'll hopefully come back with points. So that's the belief I have in them. So.
Numbers close loss. So I think you want to set it out on the ground. You don't want to be the team that has a close loss every week and be happy with that. Does that mean next weekend is a pretty crucial one?
Yeah, each week is important. I know you guys said big task in the Crusaders, but each week is important. Super Rugby. No team is a slash team. You see Sunwolves before versus the Chiefs putting on good points, and no team is easy anymore. So each week we'll prepare the same, especially the mental aspect of the game and understanding the detail of the game. That's massive for this for the men, and we'll do that once we get our recovery done tomorrow. Look at the review and look into this week. Like I've said before, I'm not result driven. I rather the process throughout the week. Thorny's instilled that in us with hard work and excellence around that. So we'll work again this week, build again for the Tars, as you said.
Last couple, guys.
Brad, did it throw the momentum of the team not being able to dominate the scrums the way you normally have done?
We always knew it was going to be, a good battle there, which is, for some of our players, you got Fial there, he's gone up against 100+ Test All Black. Taniela's gone up against Joe Moody, who's played, won a World Cup. It's just a great experience, isn't it? So that's a good sort of, I see that as, whatever that was in the game, good. I thought we had our little wins as well, but and there was some even battles there. They definitely had their wins as well, but it's sort of one of those things that's good for our lads to sort of see where things are at, and because we want to dominate in that era, and so you want to take on the good packs, and I'm sure they'll be great from that. It's definitely an experience.
Right, you've said before you don't want to offer any excuses for anything. So I guess you feel like you're at a certain level of the play now. How frustrating is it to make those really simple handling errors that don't allow you to probably show where you're at? Yeah, it's a good question, and felt like I said before, around those quick turnovers, if we held some possession for a while, we could have built some pressure. You saw some good footy play, especially as it opened up in the second half, and also conscious of the people who are supporting us, and Samu going for line there instead of taking the 3 points. Obviously, you do whatever it takes to win. I'm not saying you don't take 3, but
we got people supporting us, and they want to see us play some rugby, and we want to play a good brand of footy, sort of like an all-round package of footy. I felt like if we had controlled the ball a little bit more, I know the Crusaders had, they weren't so happy with their night as well, but I felt like if we controlled the footy a bit more, we would have got certainly some more pay and been able to show some more stuff in attacking areas of the field. So yeah, it was disappointing around that. I thought that last week our hands were really good. The guys have been handling well. Sometimes both sides of both teams are sort of putting some ball down. It's just a frustrating game sometimes.
Thanks, guys.
How much are you looking forward to playing the Waratahs next week?
Yeah, definitely think about them. Sort of just sitting here now, 20 minutes after a game. But yeah, that's obviously Queensland, New South Wales is definitely that side of it. But like Samu said, you get 16 games of Super Rugby, and you've got to take every team as it's going to be a tough competition out there, and you prepare as best you can, and then you go.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.